Hey, how's it going, collective? Firestorm Shan here. Hope all is well. I'm here to do a daily check-in, see what the daily vibe is. It's about 11:44 p.m. Central Standard Texas Time. It is December the 11th, 2025. Remember that time really truly is fluid, so these messages could resonate at a later time, or I could be reading something from the past. It's just something that wants to be talked about right now. Divine timing is saying, let's talk about it right now. So let's just go ahead and see what we're going to get from the sacred symbols, and then we'll clarify from there. How's that sound, folks? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. I see soulmates at the bottom. Could have something to do with relationships or love. Doesn't have to be, or just someone you're in a soul contract with. But, you know, let's see. We have growth. Okay, yeah, growth. Magic. Those are two purple cards. Purple is very royal. Alrighty, and we have divine masculine, air, focus. That arrow's shooting back. We have stormy at the bottom of the deck. I don't really want to take it. We have fire sign in the reverse, full moon, healer, and release. Okay. I'm going to allow it. Something stormy could take your focus towards something that happened in the past. Now, you've grown. I feel like I'm talking to a divine masculine or someone who has divine masculine features. So, for instance, I'm a woman, but I am a Leo, and Leos are masculine. Fire signs are masculine energies. So plug yourself in as it resonates. It doesn't have to be that, it's talking about the growth of stepping into the power of the masculine. And so you've done so much wonderful growth. Your magic here is a symbol of protection, telling you've been working with the elements, you've been working with spirit, and lots of downloads and communications coming. Air, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then this here, with the focus, it's shooting back at the past. They want us to look back at the past of how much we have grown, okay? And there is something that we need to release, because we do have a karmic path here as well. The purple cards have really been standing out to me lately. I've got stormy, stormy here. We've got karmic path, Saturn energy here, and we have the release. So there's the cutting off of a karmic situation. More purple, look at that, healer. This has been very healing for you. I have the full moon here. The full moon in December was in Gemini, so we do have an air sign here. I'm seeing Sagittarius, I'm seeing Capricorn, I'm seeing Scorpio. We just came out of Scorpio and just entered Sagittarius season now. So full moon, something that came full circle, we came to your awareness. The fire in the reverse, I don't love that. Something stormy could be putting out your fire. Too much water, too much emotion. So if you've been coming out of healing from something, you're being encouraged to release the karmic path from the past, okay? And consider all the growth and how much you've already gained at this time. Relief is here as well, okay? Relief. Keywords, are all these the keywords for you? Okay, let's go ahead and start clarifying these cards. Why is this coming out today? Shuffle for the collective. Don't lose your magic. If something karmic comes around again, don't forget how much you've grown. You don't have to step back into that old karmic path of getting caught up in your emotions. Just release it. It's like let the fire burn out of that. The passion, whatever it was that was keeping you tied to it, feels like it wasn't healthy. So let's just see. Stay focused. I'm running out of space on this counter. I need to get organized again. Hierophant. The Hierophant is a spiritual card because it's one of the first things we learned in childhood about value systems and about religious traditions and stability and security and such nature. Now, we talked about Uranus going direct. It just moved out of Taurus. This is a Taurus energy. Okay, so we're moving out of some stormy, that was a retrograde. We're going back and reviewing the past about traditions and values that no longer align, maybe even work that you've outgrown. I have here a contract that's in the reverse. So this could be legalities. We have marriage certificates. I have justice card here with more legalities. So this does feel like courts, taxes, a broken contract. And I have it here with the Tower. There's that Scorpio energy. So we got Libra, Scorpio, and there's Capricorn, the Devil, something that was toxic, karmic. That's clarifying this karmic path that's getting blown up. Michael the Archangel here with temperance. Look at all these major arcanas for today. Tempering out your emotions, your passions, being patient. With this Devil, you got angels and demons, y'all. Angels and demons. And then we have the Hermit. The Hermit is got the wisdom. They've gone inward. They've isolated long enough to see the bigger picture and what they want and what they don't want. Is there really any wisdom in holding on to this or that? We have the Emperor here. Now, this is Aries energy, and I think I said Neptune earlier. I want to correct that. It's Uranus moved out of Taurus and Aries. It was in Aries and Taurus for the last 14 years, so about 7-year cycles. So for me, 7s are very spiritual. Okay, so this is someone that has stepped into their power and they have a lot of responsibilities. They're reevaluating whether or not they're, this is just reviewing contracts. We have it here with the 5 of Wands. This could be looking at competition, disagreements. This can be looking at inner conflict as well. I have it with the King of Pentacles. So yeah, taking a different look about your stability. Things look a little different now that Uranus has gone direct, or they're going to be. So the last 14 years feels very karmic. I feel like we're going through a karmic cleansing, and some things are getting blown up. And that Justice card is, it's black and it's white. It's a fair choice. It's the right thing to do. It's the key, the skeleton key to bringing law and order into this next phase of our life. So what is it today that you're being asked to let go of? What devils are you being asked to blow up? What's this karmic path? What's this about? Two of Cups. It is about a soulmate, soul contract. We talked about that at the beginning of the reading. This is people that you are no longer in alignment with. Soul contracts that were just there to teach us a lesson. It says karmic path. We're clarifying that. It's a 2 of Cups. Okay. What was so stormy about the relationship? 4 of Swords. A lot of heartbreak in this relationship where people had to pull and separate and isolate with that Hermit and heal. Just a heartache. What's the heartache about? What was the heartache about? The World. It's just it's over. It's this end of a cycle. The end of a karmic cycle. Yeah. Why is the Fire in the reverse? Why is fire in the reverse? Fire sign is in the reverse. Please tell me why. Seven of Pentacles. Looking at past mistakes, things that you've invested in that didn't really bear the fruit that you'd hoped. Wish I could get this to focus. It looks like this tree is bleeding. Like you've done poked and poked and poked and poked. There it is. It is bleeding. The tree is weeping. It's had a lot of Three of Swords attached to everything you guys have tried to invest in the last 7 years. 7 years is what this says right here. Maybe what you've done for work, your stability, might need some readjustment. Something has just lost the oomph of not wanting to invest anymore in that. What do you need to release? Six of Swords is clarifying release. It's just time to move on to calmer waters. Rise above the fray. Alright, let's see. What is this? Let's clarify some other cards. Talk to me about this growth. This is the good stuff here. Talk to us about the good stuff, the growth. King of Swords. Woo! You've grown much too smarter to let anybody manipulate you. You see very clearly. I broke my nail. I'm going to go get it fixed after I do this reading. But yeah, King of Swords is this air sign. And Justice is here. And the King of Court. Yeah, it's like you're smarter than that now. You've grown too wise. With the Hermit here. Yeah. So why is focus here that's pointing backwards to the air sign? The air sign is the Five of Swords. Uh-oh. That's a manipulative person. They play mind games, head games. Yeah, but you're wise enough now to see very clearly. Justice being here. Didn't we have the Justice card? We have the King of Pentacles, the Emperor. It's like business owners. Highly committed level relationships here. Ending of contracts. Walking away from sneaky people who are liars and thieves and con artists is what it looks like. Actions and advice. We know we're telling us don't bring this into our new world. Here being at the end of 2025, I'm sure we're all thinking about next year and wanting a fresh start. Actions and advice. Ace of Swords. Speak the truth. See the truth. It is what it is. Don't try to hide it from yourself or others. Always speak the truth in this next cycle. The King of Swords. And the truth is, with the Four of Cups, look at him throwing that cup away, like disappointment in relationships and friendships and soul contracts. We're just over it. You see very clearly you're not bringing any more karmic relationships that are not for you into this next cycle. So today we're going to be done with it, right? We're going to see very clearly and we're going to move on, right? Is that what we're supposed to do, Spirit? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Lover's card. It's time to start making choices based off of love, equal give and take in relationships. Okay. We do have the 10 split deck, 10 of Wands. No more taking on all the responsibilities. Ace of Cups here, brand new love coming in. Some of you could be bringing in a new love situation, a new love contract, a new soul contract as well. Are they? Page of Pentacles. I would say that's yes, there is an opportunity to invest in new people. There's a tool there and a wrench. You need to make some adjustments though. Okay, and it's going to take some work. But the Ace of Cups is still here, wanting to show herself. So put the time and effort in to do the tweaking to bring in the Ace of Cups. Just a little bit of tweaking with that wrench there. Maybe somebody's got a screw loose. We need to tighten that up a little bit. Pun intended. All right, folks, that's what I see for you. Full card at the bottom of the deck, starting a brand new year. But you're not going in this without wisdom. The Fool doesn't have any wisdom. You're smarter than that. You've grown to wise. I'm hearing a song. I always channel songs if I can. I think I heard it before for you guys too. It says, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, tearing our world apart. It's called the Jar of Hearts. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. You know, King of Swords can be very cold. And you might have to be that way in this situation. Just detach. Like it says, release. Because you've grown to ever fall back into that again. Because this person, the lyrics say, I learned to live half a life. Like I was partially dead inside half the time. If this resonates with you, this is your message for today. If you want to book a personal reading with me, my rates are in the description box below. I am an intuitive, guided spiritual practitioner. Tarot to me is personal. I dig for the truth, I dig for change, and I dig for change and transformation. So if that's something you are looking for in your life and you want to move forward with me in the next cycle of this beautiful thing called life, reach out. I'm happy to help. Until next time, take care. Bye now.